Hello everyone, welcome back to Santosh Gamer channel. In the last session, we learned some amazing Excel shortcuts and data entry techniques. Today, we are going to explore the real power of Excel formulas and functions. If you have ever struggled with calculations in Excel, don't worry. By the end of this session, you will be able to use formulas like a pro and make Excel to do work for you. So let's get started. So what are formulas in Excel? As we know, what do you mean by Excel? Excel is used for storing large structured data, and it is like a smart calculator that can perform all kinds of calculations automatically. But instead of using a normal calculator, we use formulas in Excel. So how to write these formulas in Excel? In Excel, all formulas start with an equal sign. This tells that you want to do a calculation in Excel. So for example, when I write equals to 10 plus 5, then Excel understands that okay, user is performing a calculation, so I need to give result 15. In this way, Excel works. So these are some basic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and power. How we write in Excel? Starting equal to symbol and then first target of the cell address and then second target of the cell address. In this way, we do the calculations in Excel. And these things I will be explaining in Excel too, but let's see what are the formulas and what are things we are going to learn. Coming to next topic, that is Excel superpowers, which we call functions. As we know, formulas are very useful, but Excel has some pre-built formulas which are called functions. And this makes our work even easier. So there are some functions we must know for beginners, and they are sum, average, maximum and minimum, count. So what is the function of sum? It adds numbers quickly. So if you want to add numbers from cell address A1 to cell address A5, a beginner will do like A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to A5. But Excel has some superpower that it can simply take, like if we write equals to, and by using function sum and by using the cell range, we can perform the calculation. Like this A1 is to A5 implies A1 to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5, and this place is we are going to write as sum. In this way, we are going to perform function calculations. And coming to average, what is the function of average? It finds the average in between the numbers. So what is the formula for this? First, it's starting with equal to symbol and then average and then cell range. So if you write this, then Excel will calculate the average for me. And similarly, maximum and minimum. So what do you mean by maximum? Highest value. What do you mean by minimum? Lowest value. So similarly, what is the formula of max? First starting with equals to and then max and then A1 is to A5. Like this is the cell range. So it gives the highest number. Similarly for minimum too. So next, count. What is the function of count? In the name itself, we can say it counts the numeric values like equals to, count and then cell range. These are the some functions, some basic function we are going to use in Excel. Now for clear understanding, let's jump into Excel work. Before going into this data, let us see some basic data. Here I have created a date column, item column, price column and quantity column. Here we need total price. In order to get total price, as we know in mathematics that to get total price, here we can perform price into quantity, then we can get total price. So we need to use here product formula. So how to write formulas? It starts with equals to, and then we need to write product, and then we need to open the bracket, and then we need to see what is our target cell range. Like it is in price is in G label and notebook is in F label. Here we need price, so it is in G label and as well as 22nd row. So we can write G22 is to what we are producing, like what we are doing quantity. It is in H column and it is in 22nd row. So H22 and enclose the bracket. and press enter button. Now you got 100. That means it performed calculations of price into 2. In order to get all these pen back without typing again, edge of the cell, click on it and drag to the end of your data. Then automatically it performed all your calculations of total price. In this way, you can perform the calculations. Now I am going to say one trick, in order to type manually, in order to search this cell address, we can do auto sum. Now I am going to say a trick how to perform these formulas automatically, like seeing these cell addresses and typing it manually. So we can do automatically. So I will say how to use this. First I need to calculate this thing. So in order to calculate this thing, just click on the this auto sum button, and then you need to I need to perform I need to perform now sum. So click on sum. Then automatically you can see here the box which are enclosed in price and quantity. Then just click enter button. So here I have used the sum button. So I got 52. In this way you can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, anything by clicking on auto sum and choosing the function what we want. In this way also we can do it. It reduces the time of our calculations. Now let us switch into the main table. Here we need to perform strike rate and as well as total earnings, and that is we need to calculate these things of our familiar players like MS Dhoni, David Warner, Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, Ben Stokes. We need to perform these, we need to calculate these players strike rate and these players total earnings in this video. So in order to perform strike rate, again we need to go into mathematics. So if we need to perform strike rate, then we need to see the run scored and then divided by balls faced and then need to perform into 100. Then we can get strike rate. So in order to perform that thing, then just click on that cell and then start with equals to, and then we want run scored. Run scored is in E label and then it is in second row, and then we need to perform division. And what we need to check, we need to check balls faced. It is in F column, it is in second row, and just enclose the bracket and here open the bracket. Now we need to perform into, and then we need to perform into 100. We need to write into 100. Then we need to click on enter. Now we got strike rate of MS Dhoni. So similarly, if we want to get all the players, then we know one trick, we need to click on this cell and then at the edge of the cell we need to drag up to last cell of our data. Then automatically we got all our strike rates of all players. Now we can do this thing easily. And now we need to perform total earnings. So in order to get total earnings, now we know here sold price and as well as base price. Let us assume that base price plus sold price equals to total earnings of the player. So if you want to perform this, then we need to do some operation. Like we need to click on equals to button and then we need to write sum and open the bracket. And what is the first target? That is base price. It is in B column and then it is in second row, and take cell range, that is H2, and then then sold price is in C column and it is in row 2, and then enclose the bracket. Completed. Now click on enter. Now you got total earnings. Similarly use same trick, drag up to last of our data. Then you got all the total earnings of the player. See how is it easy? It is very much easy in Excel. If you know the formulas and if you know some basic mathematical operations, then we can master in these calculations. Now, so similarly, now we want strike. Here we already performed strike rate and as well as total earnings. Now we need to perform maximum, minimum, count. In order to calculate this maximum, minimum, count, we can use the formulas with starting with maximum and minimum and then count. So in order to perform the highest strike rate in an of these players, then as we know it, we should write with formula starting with equals to and then our target is strike rate, and then it is in G column. Actually we need to perform a function, that is we are performing max function. So we are writing max, and we have to open the bracket, and our target is strike rate. It is in G column, and then it starts from row 2 and it ends with 7th row, like G7. Now when we close the bracket, then the box are enclosed between second row and 7th row, and we can see here, that means here it is performing up to second row, and starting with second row and ending with 7th row. Now when we click on enter, then we get highest strike rate, that is 203. We need to check here, 203 is an David Warner. So we can say David Warner has the highest strike rate among these players. Who is the lowest strike rate? That is minimum. So similarly, start with equals to and then type minimum and open the bracket, and our target is strike rate column, that is in G, and it starts with second row and it ends with 7th row, and close the bracket and click enter. 114 is the least, that is Hardik Pandya. Here we got the count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. In this way, we can do calculations easily. That's it guys. Today we have learned formulas and functions that make Excel calculation super easy. Next, we will dive into logical functions, if, and, or to automate decisions in Excel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Santosh Gamer for more amazing Excel tricks. See you in the next section.